If there is one thing that life has taught me, it is that people always judge you for how you look.
Hey.
No matter how far you excel or how talented you are, at the end of the day, the one thing they'll notice about you are your features. Hi everyone, I'm Addison, and I'm one of those girls who is tired of being treated like an object. When I was young, many people thought I was pretty, but I never paid much heed to it because I wasn't aware of how the world works. Gradually, as I grew up, I started to notice how I was being treated differently from the other girls around me. A lot of people I spoke to told me that I'm really lucky to be this pretty, but I always wondered, how is that a compliment when the way I look is the one part I have no control over? I didn't get my appearance from hard work or dedication. It was rather a blessing, or was it? When I was younger, I had a keen interest in science and math. I also happened to score well on both of these subjects. And for a long time, this was something I was extremely proud of. I'd go home and tell my mother about the A's I got, just to hear her say that I didn't need to study. It confused me. Why is it that most parents want their daughters and sons to get the grades that I so easily got? Yet every time I go home with an excellent sheet of paper in my hand, I'm told my work is worthless. I'm also told that at the end of the day, I could just live a fancy life off some rich man's income. I wanted to make looking pretty as big of a deal as everyone else did, but I just could not. It didn't make sense when girls would talk about me negatively without me doing anything bad to them. It didn't make sense when guys would stare at me as I walked through the school hallways. These constant eyes on me gradually made me more self-conscious. People think that I didn't have brains and that I was lucky to be beautiful. To me, the ignorance to my talent was hurtful. I realized that this is exactly the world that I live in. And to survive, I should probably just be what they expect me to be. So at my prom, I decided to be eye candy, and people happily treated me like one. This is when I thought, the people I'm changing myself for, what more am I than an object to them? It took a boy to touch me
Hey.
inappropriately for me to realize that I had all the right to be who I wanted to be. They were right. I am too pretty, and too smart, and too capable, pretty strong, and pretty talented.